hate the pretentious attitude sometimes. Oh, all the time actually. And that's what it feels like. What we get here is just the pretentious attitude, or like on overdrive. Just gonna start wasting my time doing something else other than talking to people in this mental asylum. Because that's what it is, isn't it? That's what mental asylums are. They take all the people with all their like problems, inability to function, and they put them all in one place, and it doesn't help them at all.
Pretty much.
It actually makes it worse.
Chip philosophy.
Shut up. I'm enjoying my popcorn. That was uncalled for. Anyway, continues to mention. Like in the past week, how many worthwhile conversations have you had in this game?
I don't know. Not many.
Like, I don't know if the ratio is worth it so far. Just remind me. There's 2 videos that I'm gonna upload tomorrow. One of them is
Do you know what they are?
yeah, it's one conversation we had a few days ago, and one about the updated script that I made. This was supposed to make one, and I did, and I edited it. I just didn't like my performance, so I thought, I'll finish the hat first, and then I'll go back. Pretty sure it won't take very long from me. Epic foreshadowing, and yeah, it took way longer than I expected. I like how like the left one doesn't match the right one so far.
Yeah, I thought the intention was to draw it symmetrical, and then I thought it would look cooler if I just made them asymmetrical, and I don't know.
Yeah. Is that inspired by anything?
No, this is just whatever pops into my head. A bunch of nothing.
Brain shit, basically. It's first in, first out policy. Some interactions here like do make me surprised. Not pleasantly though. Uh, like the whole mental asylum thing. Everyone apparently is also expecting me to deal with their bullshit and quote accept it. Generally, the goal is that the is ought problem, right? I've probably talked about it before, right?
The what problem?
The is and ought. So things can be
What
a specific way. That's
is
what.
an art?
Yeah. So there's an is, which is that's the way things are is right now or are, and there's how things ought to be. So
Oh, ought.
yeah, yeah, it's like a moral argument thing here. It's like you can't get an is from an ought. But it feels like a lot of times when I deal with people here is that they want to be accepted as in they want the way they are to be as in that's the way there ought to be. And I kind of not buy that shit. So you get that like one retard guy, just all he has to his personality is yelling that nigger word at you.
I feel personally attacked.
Well, if you're still yelling the nigger word, there won't be. I mean, you don't just say it randomly. You're just like in the drawing board and we're talking. It's like, hey, what's up, nigga?
Oh, those ones.
Yeah, yeah.
The quote unquote niggers.
It would be just like a 14 edgy white kid thinking he's being rebellious when he says nigga on the internet,
Hmm.
whilst at the same time having no fucking clue what he's rebelling against to begin with. Really angry because mommy didn't let him play Fortnite 11 a.m. or p.m. Something like that. Who's mad? So yeah, it's like my problem now is it feels like people perceive accept like they want to be accepted, but their idea of acceptance is that they don't want to be accepted because they're being the way they should be, but they're being the way they are anyway.
Where's the time? My hand is seizing up.
Let me take a proper angle. This don't want to fill
So I
my
still haven't
mouth with
done.
popcorn juice. I don't know. Like and like on top of all of that bullshit, um, the way people deal with me or with everyone else is that they deal as if their paradigm is they want to be accepted um, by default, while at the same time not
Hmm.
wanting to defend their paradigm in any way, shape, or form. Um, so it's like that one guy that just started to call me a pedo. Uh, like, oh, you're a pedo because you an Arab Muslim guy from the Middle East, so everyone is a pedo over there. Because I decided, like, okay, well, try to define it. What do you mean? And like his only defense was like, that's what a pedo would say. That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Like, and he's getting progressively more and more angry for every time I challenge him on something. Like, are you expecting me to just believe the shit because you said it? It's like Christopher Hitchens. Facts and logic. Read his book, what was good? The God Delusion. And apparently, according to the people who read it, it's just a book that is far up its own ass. It's like, oh, we're gonna destroy theism with facts and logic, and proceeds to complain about random shit. Like, okay, but where's the facts and logic? What is that? Is
I
that
don't
like a
know.
lamb?
My finger here is giving out. Like I've been clenching it for I don't know how long now, and it's starting to stop working.
Your girlfriend would not be very happy about that. Oh wait, right.
Yeah, luckily I don't have one. Yeah.
Could always buy a new one from I don't know, Romania.
The funny thing is, if you had like let's say 20 people, um, I don't know, like 10 Toms and 10 AF. We could do this, right? Go up to AFK people and just cover them in drawings. Maybe I should do that.
Sadly, I'm not good at drawing and using the mouse, but maybe. Like, I cannot think of an easier way to start a conversation relatively casually than do you like chicken? That's the whole purpose of it. It's just like break down, I guess, breaking the ice by asking a really stupid question. Because generally, that's what
I'll
like
have to read it.
is the barrier for most people. What is it?
The icebreaker. I'll have to read it again, but there's there's a book I have called Models, and it's like one of the best books out there if you're I don't know like a single guy who's hopeless with women trying to learn how to talk to them.
Uh,
And he talks all about this kind of stuff, about like how to like break the ice, come across confidently, all this other stuff. I mean that's women specifically, but
yeah.
he does talk about. There's another book I have. It's like a really thick book, and it's all about. I think the name of this book is something like "How to Make Friends and Win People Over," something like that. And it's got
Yeah.
like, um, I don't know, 50 or 100 different, like I don't know, social tactics, for example, and really thorough explanations on how to. I didn't really read into this book too much, but the little I did read was really interesting.
Mm. Yeah, that sounds like could be useful.
So I'll have to pick it up again.
Because that's like this game for me was like there's at least three things you can do here, and like this is your opportunity to either like you know you can have your beliefs challenged, which will lead you to further look into them and like becoming getting closer to what is true and what is not about your beliefs,
Mm.
if you want to call that. But that's one way for you to understand where people are like standing, like why they believe the thing that they believe. And instead of doing that, you go around the fucking place and you call people niggas and pedos.
I don't know. It's
Like, me and you don't agree on a lot of shit. We probably don't have to say that anyway for us to know, right?
Or what kind of stuff do we disagree on?
I guess when it comes to like theology, we probably disagree on some stuff. If should people be religious or not, and all of that. There's gonna be something that we're gonna disagree on. Your taste of music or lack thereof. um, I did mention that a few times before, but like, uh, I don't think you're less of a human because of that. You know,
Yeah, because I said to you like Ramon's that way as well. Me and him like thoroughly disagree on important important topics such as vaccines, where neither of us are willing to back down even slightly.
Yeah.
And I'll make snarky comments, but neither of us at any point get offended by it.
Yeah.
It's just a disagreement. But there are other people that I've spoken to, like other friends, and they lose their fucking mind. They go into like friends who, the whole time I've thought to myself that they're quite rational, as in they don't easily get. But for some reason, the topic of vaccines, like the vaccine mandate, rather,
Yeah.
they just lose their fucking. They blow a fuse trying to like. I don't get it. It's bizarre.
I think they played on the sensitive tone or the sensitive. Fuck, I know what the word is in Arabic, but I don't know what it is in English. So, like they play on the emotional, and I think that's why people got too divided. Most of what happened during the vaccines, like mandates and stuff, they were there only as a distraction because there was a lot of like changes in like some internet related stuff and privacy related stuff. And I think, the whole vaccine came out. The whole vaccine came out. I was like, oh, we can get people, angry about the vaccine. Meanwhile, we'll do all these laws and we'll pass them as fast as possible. Before, like, the whole vaccine thing dies quickly. Which took a while. And that was enough for, like, a whole lot of stuff to change. In terms of privacy laws. Like, electronically and stuff. Who knows what else was going on back there? That's the stuff that I just know of. But I don't know. It's like a unidimensional thinking. Is that what you call it?
Something like that, yeah.
It's the my way or the highway. I think this game, instead of like doing the other way around, but like I don't know if you can pick me up now. Oh. I mean the microphone.
No, you're trapped here. Oh yeah.
Like instead of using this game, as I said, hey, let's exchange ideas, or like let me understand where this stupid idiot fat guy from Jordan, why does he believe the things that he believes as such? Or like at least explain to him my point of view. Yeah, they just call you the N-word or pedo and start yelling at you, and then they live in their like the echo chamber. They live in their own echo chamber. I mean, how long is it gonna be before we start living in our own echo chamber? And of course, the echo chamber will prevent you from getting out more than it preventing other people to get in. That is assuming that it prevents people from getting in. Once you go in the Earth is flat rabbit hole, good luck.
Finding a schizophrenia meds.
No enough pictures of windmills on the sea are gonna convince you. Isn't that what you sent to him and he deleted it?
No, I told him to find the edge and jump off it, and he deleted that immediately.